Receive an affectionate welcome to this new documentary. If it is the first time, I introduce myself. I am the Engineer Hiddekel Morrison and I appreciate you decide to see this educational content. With the most recent and impressive images of our Sun, captured like never before by the most advanced and technological scientific instruments, which achieved this recent crash in the Sun. Along with the most impressive findings from the James Webb Space Telescope, which help us better understand our Sun. Accompany me until the end, thanks to the applied technology. In this new educational adventure, from the perspective of an engineer. Let's start. This is our Sun. This is how we see it from our planet Earth. It is our closest star. It is the center of the rocks we call planets, where our planet Earth is, and it constitutes the greatest source of energy, being a fundamental element for life in the Earth. That is why it is important to be able to observe and learn much more about this almost perfect sphere, since life here on our planet Earth directly depends on its existence and performance. To know the Sun scientifically, important technological applications have been achieved that have made it possible to record this collision with the Sun, and use is made of the most recent observations of the James Webb Space Telescope to understand our Sun more clearly, as we will show and explain below. But first, I ask you to support us by liking this video, sharing this video with your contacts, and subscribing to this channel, turning on notifications, so with your support, we can continue to frequently generate interesting documentaries on aerospace technology and the universe. Thank you for contributing to the creation of educational content. Multiple scientific instruments have made it possible to calculate that the Sun was formed approximately 4.6 billion years ago, and it is estimated that it will explode, destroying our planet Earth, in about 10 billion years. Among the various technologies that observe our Sun is the one incorporated by the telescope of the Optical Solar Patrol Network, OSPAN, in New Mexico, USA. With which this impressive shock wave of a kind of solar tsunami could be recorded. A large solar flare from a sunspot the size of the Earth produced a tsunami-like shock wave on the surface of the Sun, without any risk to the stability of the Sun. Another very important technological instrument is the solar probe called SOHO, a joint project between the European Space Agency ESA and the United States Space Agency NASA to monitor and study the Sun, which is a way of discovering possible negative impact effects on our planet Earth. On August 1, 2022, the SOHO instrument recorded how this object hit the Sun, causing a large solar flare. Scientific analyses determined that the object in this video is either an asteroid or a comet. When an object hits the Sun and causes its reaction, it is detected by this probe, with which more than 3,000 comets have been discovered. Being this probe the main source of Sun data in real time with great contributions and findings. Also the most powerful and advanced space telescopes study our Sun, from the study and understanding of other suns or distant stars. That is why it has been of great value how the Hubble Space Telescope captures the colossal eruption, and recovery, of the red supergiant star Betelgeuse, a bright star of the red supergiant type with which scientists study our own Sun, based on the findings and observations. For example, the outer atmosphere of the Sun is a very active place. Our Sun usually expels part of its corona in what are known as coronal mass ejections, events that give rise to solar storms that can put our communications in check. But in the vast and intriguing universe there are much more massive eruptions, like this one from the red supergiant Betelgeuse, which ejected 400 billion times more mass than a typical mass ejection. This Sun, named Earendel, a blue supergiant star, is being observed and studied through a gravitational lens of the modern scientific instruments of the Hubble telescope and now the newest space telescope, the James Webb. Knowing and understanding Earendel is of great value to also better understand our Sun and the universe itself, as Earendel is the most distant individual star detected, 12.9 billion light-years from Earth. On August 2, 2022, NASA's James Webb Telescope and NASA's Hubble released comparative images of the Earendel line of star clusters. This phenomenon has been explained as diffraction peaks created by telescope lenses. I would like to know what you think of our Sun, from the observation of all these advanced scientific instruments and tools applied to both our Sun and those impressive stars that contribute so much to the understanding of our Sun and the universe. I read them in the comments of this video. As usual, we appreciate you informing us. It is a real pleasure to be able to provide you with the main news, trends and developments about the most important aspects of aerospace technology and the universe, from the perspective of an engineer. I am the Engineer Hiddekel Morrison, and I invite you to meet again in a future installment.